At the moment that I am recording this video, it has yet to be announced that Dani Olmo and Pau Victor have been re-registered. I don't know if Joan Laporta and the rest of the staff are ordering sushi, or they're eating pizza, or they're watching the Valencia versus Real Madrid game, but currently right now, there has not been any updates in regards to Barcelona securing the registration of these two players. Today is supposed to be the last day. It is January 3rd. Maybe by the time I do post this video, everything is fully complete. But as of now, there is no news. So because there is nothing regarding Dani Olmo nor Pau Victor, I want to speak about Eric Garcia for today, because no matter what happens, Barcelona do want to let go of Eric Garcia and lend him to Girona on a full transfer. It says here, according to multiple sources, that Girona is ready to finalize and secure the signing of Eric Garcia as soon as Barcelona register Pau Victor and Dani Olmo. There is a non-negotiable condition. The transfer fee is expected to be around 10 million euros. And so because Barcelona will be selling Eric Garcia a year and a half before his contract with FC Barcelona does end, which is on summer 2026, that means that in terms of wages, they are also going to be saving around 9 million euros in total wages, because they have already paid 3 million euros for Eric Garcia for the first half of this season, and in the following season, he was going to get paid another 6 million euros. So that is a combined total of 9 million euros. And with the transfer fee of 10 million euros, in total, Barcelona can have around 19 million euros into their accounts. So that is very good news, and I believe that this is a very good transfer opportunity, because we got Eric Garcia on a free transfer 3 years ago. So everything that we are going to be receiving in terms of wages saved and the transfer fee, it is all pure profit. And I feel like possibly, right, Joan Laporta might be gearing up for a future transfer later down this window. We don't know exactly who that player could be, but it does seem like Barcelona will be making some moves. Don't expect like a big transfer like Erling Haaland or like a Leao type of signing. It's going to be something small. So we'll see what happens within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Now, you may assume that Eric Garcia was a player that was never used by Barcelona, which is why they want to sell him. But if you look at his career with Barca, you can see that with Man City, he started off only playing 12 matches. Then when he went to FC Barcelona in the first season, he skyrocketed to 36 matches. So Eric Garcia was being used a lot, and especially in the beginning of his career with the club. Then in the following season, in the 2022-2023 season, 32 matches. Then came the following season where he was loaned out to Girona. He only played 2 matches at Barcelona and 32 matches with Girona. And as of right now, Eric Garcia has 13 matches with FC Barcelona. So Eric Garcia was always a player that was betted on. So he was not like a bench player, nor was he like seeing 8 to 10 appearances per season. No, he was utilized a lot. And this guy here, you know, he had great potential. I remember back on June 2021, Pep Guardiola was asked about Eric Garcia's move to FC Barcelona, and this is what he said. I already told the Barcelona manager at that time, Ronald Koeman, that Eric Garcia is an outstanding signing. First of all, because he is a gem of a guy, so clever, but he is also really hungry to learn more and absorb everything. You will see how some years on, he will become a club captain at Barcelona. And little did we know, 4 years later, Eric Garcia never became a club captain, and now he's moving to Girona, which is pretty sad to see, because Guardiola had high praises for the player. And I remember back on March 2024, it was recorded that after 29 La Liga matches, Eric Garcia was among the top 3 defenders with the most passes completed into the final third. One of his former teammates back at Man City was Daily Blind, actually did play with him at Girona around that time in March 2024, and they made a great partnership at the back. Eric Garcia at his time at Girona played a huge part in Girona building up from the back and build up play, and had crucial roles in creating chances. And one of his biggest games that he has had with Girona was in the 5-3 win over Mallorca back in September 2023. So that 2023-2024 season was huge for him, and I believe that it was also a time for him to notice his own potential. He saw how good of a center back he could be, and I believe that is one of the reasons why he is making that move back to Girona, is because his best football so far has came through that club, and he loves that club. He could have chosen any other club. He could have gone to another team in the Premier League or in Italy, but he wants to go back to Girona, and he knows that is exactly where he is going to be getting all of his playing time, because Eric Garcia wants to play. You look at the options that Barcelona have today, it is too much, and Eric Garcia wants more game time. I remember Eric Garcia, he was speaking about the summer of 2023 a few months ago, and he stated, on Monday, I went to Xavi's offices and told him I'd like to leave the club on loan, and we had a chat, and he insisted that I should not leave. He said he was counting on me, that I played a good game at Villarreal, and that I would find my moment and place in the team. I left that meeting having decided I would stay at FC Barcelona, but then he said, then we had a couple of days off. I trained again with the team on Thursday. Nothing had changed, but suddenly on Friday morning, I got a call from my agent. Barcelona told us they received an offer for me, and that if I had any intentions of leaving, I would be given permission. And so later on in that summer of 2023, that is when he left to Girona, and that is simply because he wanted to play much more compared to how Xavi was using him. And under Hansi Flick has not really used Eric Garcia a lot. I mean, like, he has played in the central defensive midfield role, but he had very little game time in the center back role. And with players like Bernal coming up, Casado, Pedri, all who play within those positions, and then you have the 5 total center backs that we have, Eric Garcia knew that his time was running out and that he should leave immediately. And so, to be very honest, I'm a little sad to see that Eric Garcia is leaving. I also understand his perspective because throughout the past 4 to 5 years, every season he was progressing. Back in the 2020-2021 season with Man City, he did have limited playing time. Only 342 minutes were played on the field, but had a pass completion rate of 95.8%. He also won the Premier League title with Man City. So he was primarily being used as a backup defender. You fast forward to the 2021-2022 season when he moved to FC Barcelona, he had an increase in playing time. Like we have stated before, he ended that season with a pass completion rate of 93% and also won the Supercopa with the club. We move on to the 2022-2023 season when we had players like Christensen come in, Jules Koundé come in, Araujo also getting promoted. It was tough for him to continue his dominance and he had to take a step back. He had a decrease in minutes but still completed a pass completion rate on average of 90.9%. He also won La Liga and the Spanish Super Cup again. Xavi even stated at that time that Eric Garcia has grown a lot this season. He's more confident, reads the game better, and is improving his physical presence. He's becoming the defender we knew he could be. We fast forward to the 2023-2024 season, 30 matches played or more with Girona. He scored 5 goals in La Liga, had a pass completion rate of 89.5%, and once again improving his defensive stats. Mikel, who is the coach of Girona, also said Eric Garcia has been crucial for us. His ability to read the game and start attacks from the back is exceptional. He's also improved tremendously in his defensive duties. And now today, right, with this season that we are in under Hansi Flick, he has played 13 matches, and on average, he has been playing in the CDM role and no longer as a center back, still averaging 1.9 tackles per 90 minutes and 1.04 interceptions per 90 minutes. At the moment, Eric Garcia is at the prime of his career. He is stronger than ever, better in the air than ever before. His distribution game continues to improve, but at the same time, you look at his overall skill sets, all of that is being dethroned by Cubarsí. And with Araujo also coming back into the mix, it just makes a lot of sense. And so Eric Garcia has always been wanted by his coaches, but to Eric, he had other plans after multiple trials with FC Barcelona, and now he's looking like he wants to go to Girona, which is okay with me. Barcelona are now going to be left with Araujo and Christensen, who is also another player that can play in the pivot position just like Eric Garcia. We're also going to be having Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez, and Jules Koundé just in case there's ever an injury crisis. And on top of all that, Jonathan Tah will be arriving in the summer of 2025. So that is a total of 5 center back options that Barcelona will have, with Jules Koundé always being as an extra option just in case. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.